88 gang.
Hit me.
AYB, let pipe him up, bro.
Let's go big. 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 I got hop in a car with no roof. I got hop in a car with no roof. Let's go big. 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 Let's go big.
What's up, everybody? My name is Evan Rosenbaum, along with Tyron Woodley on the show called
Real shit right quick.
Oh man, we got some great stuff today. Did you see Patrick Mahomes after he broke the Bills' hearts, knocked them out of the playoffs?
Dang.
Some bitter Buffalo fans were trying to fire snowballs at Mahomes' head, which begs the question, at what point, Tyron? At what point, Tyron, is enough where you say the fan-player dynamic, screw that, it's on site right now, we're fighting?
The point comes instantly, like oatmeal when you throw it in there, you nuke it right quick.
Yeah.
Fans, y'all need to sit that ass down right quick, because I'm going to just be real with you. If it's me, I'm still loading. God's still working on me, right? So at the end of the day, you will F-O, because it is that season. You will fuck around and find out.
Yeah.
I'm coming unglued. I'm unstrapping the shoulder pads. I'm going to march my ass. Ain't no security going to be able to stop me. You're going to get your ass beat.
So here's what
like
happened.
a broke dick dog.
So here's what happened, right? The Chiefs went into Buffalo to play in the playoffs game.
Yeah, people tripping.
Taylor Swift was up in the booth with Mahomes' wife, everything. After the game ended, Mahomes had a towel. He saw a girl in the crowd that was wearing his jersey, so he went over to give her a towel, like a souvenir, right?
Yeah.
And as he's running over to the stands, all these Buffalo fans start throwing snowballs at him. And you can see he's ducking and covering. It looks like it's crazy for a little bit, right?
Now, I'm not going to act like they was throwing grenades at him. He was like, he was in harm's way. He just got, a quarterback.
No, but it's all fun and games.
By a fucking big-ass linebacker.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, I don't even like when my kids throw a snowball. I'm
Yeah.
not that person that like to fuck around with the snow. It's
No.
cold enough. Don't throw the snowball at me, and especially when you just overly invested into these games. Be a fan. We love y'all to death. We love when y'all buy tickets, t-shirts, merchandise, follow us, and cheer for us. But the second you forget that we are humans, I ain't always there.
Yeah.
God's still working on me, so I'm still loading. So if you do something to me, Ferguson might flick out. You might get fucked up.
So some of the Chiefs players were upset because they were like, look,
All
we
of
weren't
them
wearing
should
helmets. Thank God they didn't actually have good aim if they would have hit. Because, look, it's all fun when you're ducking, but if it actually hits you square in the face or something like that, then, adrenaline's pumping. And you've
I got
seen
a
it
question
before.
for you. What would you do if you were the quarterback?
I'd be really upset. I mean, look,
would you keep your cool and not go out there and do nothing? Or would you?
I think I'd keep my cool unless I got hit square in the face. If somebody hit me to snowball right in the face, I think
you can
get really
say
upset.
whatever you want to. I think you can verbalize whatever you feel, and you got to be able to just be Teflon when it comes down to that.
But even
when you start making contact, nah.
Okay, well, I got some examples of you of people who have verbally crossed the line and people who have physically crossed the line, right?
Right after that was waiting, looking, and hoping and wishing.
Well, somebody
for
threw
some shit
a drink at him, and he was pissed off and said, "You crossed the line," and then went up into the stands, and then all hell broke loose. You saw that, right? Yeah. Okay. Then you've seen other things in the past too. There was an incident with Marcus Peters, the football player. Somebody was talking smack to him. He felt like they verbally crossed the line. He went into the stands in front of the fan.
Shot the inbound.
He said, "Where are you from?" Which is basically like,
are you from Africa?
No, not. You from
Africa? What set you from?
Pretty much. I think that's what he was going for. He was basically
he
I'm
said
here
it
in
to
your
the
face
fan
now.
or
It's not funny.
the
fan.
fan.
The fan was talking to Marcus. Marcus
and
went
then
into
the fan
stands.
said, "Where you from?"
No, then Marcus said, "Where you from?" This is getting real now. And then the fan was like, "Uh-oh." But you've seen it. Look, LeBron James the other day, fan ran on the court and got in. LeBron had to stiff arm away, right?
I saw that one. I saw one thing out of 5. Look at this.
I know. Look at that. Kevin Durant's
from under the rock.
Russell Westbrook. You've seen incidents. Even recently, we just saw something with an Eagles
Can
player.
I just start something new that may be controversial?
Sure.
I feel like athletes, women, men of all genders, races, I feel like we are held to a high standard as public figures.
Right.
And I understand that, right?
Sure.
You're making a lot of money, and at the end of the day, we are there to entertain.
Sure.
Right? But there comes a time and place where we got to be able to still be human.
Sure.
And defend our radius and defend our bubble, right? So maybe it's not a punch. Maybe it's a backhand slap that we get it past. If somebody violate, we can slap the shit out of them. They're not going to die.
Yeah.
They're not gonna get nothing broken. It's gonna sting, and sometimes the motherfucker gotta burn their hand on a pot to know not to touch it again. So I feel like we should be able to lay thine backhand up on your motherfucking face if you think it's sweet. What you think about that?
I agree.
Yeah.
I think,
but it gotta be. It can't just be all.
No.
It should be literally in a situation.
I'm gonna find
snowballs. Bow.
I'm gonna find this right now. But there was an allegation a bunch of years ago when I was at TMZ that there was a fan that rolled up on James Harden when James Harden was in LA, and he said to James Harden something about how Kobe owns you, blah blah blah, talking smack about Kobe. Kicks your ass on the court. And the allegation was that James Harden said, "Bah!" and just socked him right in the face. Hit him right in the mouth.
No, you can't do that one.
I know. So like my point is like for you, like what's the closest you've ever gotten to where it's been like, okay, the fun and games aren't over anymore. Like we're fighting. Is ever
You know what's funny? Actually, one time it got beyond that point where I should have been able to do the Harden to a motherfucker, but I didn't. And now thinking back, even as you bring the story, you ever had something happen to you that you was either embarrassed about or you was fucking invigorated with anger that when you bring it back up, you like stirring that pot?
Yep.
That's what I feel like right now. So I was in college and this girl had invited me to this little boat party. Like Lake of the Ozark, they link all these boats together and they call it Party Cove, right? So I was out there. Now I'm the only black dude in this entire setup, right? She's at work. She's like a Bacardi girl or whatever the situation was, right? So I go there, and the dude go up underneath and touch my homeboy girl's coochie. Bow. Got a little fistful.
Yeah, it's no
So
good.
now I'm like, I grab his wrist. It ain't my girl, but I feel like
inappropriate.
If my dog's girl's with me and he ain't there, then I gotta defend my dog's girl because that's what solid motherfuckers do.
Right.
So I grabbed his wrist and I'm like, this my dog's girl, dog. You fucking disrespectful. So like, so he was like, I'm in the UFC. I beat you up. That I said, number one, you not in the motherfucking UFC. Number two, you embarrassing.
You would have came
out of all people.
UFC to you?
No, he said, I'm in the UFC. You don't want to fight me.
Oh my God.
I said, number two, you embarrassing the shit out of your homeboys. And three, I would kill you with my bare fucking hands. And we about to go there. So he almost grabbed I didn't have a beard then. Damn, I was a baby face.
Oh, really?
He grabbed my face and I grabbed his wrist. And in my mind, I had every right to beat the living shit out of him. But I'm the only black dude at the event. My little female friend invited me. What happens if I turn up on him? And guess what? Now ain't nobody gonna say he did enough. So I didn't do anything at that time. To answer your question, yes, that was the exact time where I feel like I should have been able to turn up on this motherfucker. And I didn't. But in the future, I feel like if you see me, I'm not the one to ever try to hit me. You can talk about people I lost to. You can bring up the Jake situation.
Sure.
That don't bother me. It's worse. But if you touch me, I do not believe in no hands being licensed. I do not believe in none of that shit. I ain't never seen a motherfucker do time for beating your motherfucking ass if they was a combat sport athlete. That is a myth. Do not listen to the myths and fuck around and find out.
Yeah. We're going to have more when we come back
Real
on
shit right quick.
Drop your drawers. Get going. Drop your pants. Nothing showing you feel confident and clean.
Feeling confident starts by dropping the toilet paper and picking up Dude Wipes, the extra large, flushable wet wipe that clears instead of smears.
Bottomless confidence, clean and skin free. Drop your pants and show off your Dude Wipes clean undies. Dude Wipes clean undies.
Dude Wipes, best clean, pants down.
Welcome back to the show.
Real shit right quick.
My name is Evan Rosenbaum, along with five-time UFC welterweight champion turned Hollywood box office movie star, television star, recording artist, Tyron Woodley.
My dog, the GOAT. I just said the GOAT. You guys can go on Wikipedia, my dog. Evan Rosenblum. This week I got it again, 2 weeks in a row. We on your motherfucking ass.
We are. Thank you. All right, big question for you. The NFL is starting to promote the big Super Bowl halftime show. You know who the performer is this year?
My dog, Usher.
That's right, Usher.
Yeah, man. And Usher can box. Don't let him get you fucked up. I know you seen Hands of Stone. He had them hands, but we did a couple sparring sessions, and he'll tell you. He keeps saying I blacked his eye, but he did run up on me and said, no, I want to see what it's like for real. No, so come after me for real.
Wait, we got a lot to
So
talk.
he said I blacked his eye, but I did not. Usher, I did not black your eye, dog. But shout out to Usher. He got one of the best residencies in Vegas. He earned and deserves to be able to do the halftime show. Not very many times you get a male artist. I'm taking your job. Get a male artist that men get behind, women get behind, and they basically push. Women, they support other women, but sometimes us men, we don't know how to, you know what I mean, give a little bro man so I say my dog going crazy. We got to get out there in 2024.
Okay, pause.
Oh, it's a lot.
You train with Usher?
Yeah, I train with Usher.
How's he as a fighter?
He can box. Shit.
Really?
And he was throwing a couple kicks at me.
Really?
Yeah, I got a clip.
I know. Look,
I'll show you in a
obviously,
second.
you know, you see him dancing. He's very athletic.
Yeah, I gotta
right?
ask him for permission. I just thought about that because I don't like to just show clips. But no, think about dancing. When somebody can dance, they can box.
Sure.
Right. He
So
understands rhythm.
Justin Timberlake would be a.
I would think
Who
so.
wins in a fight between Usher and Justin
Usher,
Timberlake?
man. Usher can, like, I don't just say that lightly.
Right.
Shout out to Usher. Shout out to my dog Flo, who's a choreographer, but also a boxing trainer. He was training Usher. My friend Gaji did the stunt doubling for him at Heads of Stone. So he can box. He understands the rhythm. He got flow. Had good defense. I was impressed, to be honest.
Wow. I didn't know that. That's incredible.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this. Right, you got Usher doing the Super Bowl halftime show.
Yep.
What are the
Rightfully
top?
so.
What are the top 3 songs you hope he performs? Yeah.
I'm managed though, man. The little stuff I like may not be suitable for halftime. I like .com, I like Climax, I like, Superstar. He got to do Superstar, right?
Yeah.
He got to do Superstar for the halftime show.
He's gonna do
gotta
Yeah.
do OMG. He gonna
Yeah.
do Yeah for sure. He got so many hits.
Right, he does.
You know what I mean? I feel like he's gonna go with his most commercial hits, just so everybody, every nationality, age, and makeup can really rock with him.
Do you think that he's going to bring out any special guests, or is he going to do it like Rihanna did last year and just make? Because Rihanna, I think she did great last year, but it was just her. There were no special guests.
I
It was just her
mean,
the whole
Usher
time.
the type of guy that would. Like, I like the fact that he doesn't feel intimidated because he knows him and Chris Brown are really fighting to be the Michael Jackson of our era.
Right.
You know what I mean? And not many people can say that. I feel like Usher's catalog is crazy. He's never been offbeat. I've never seen a weak song from him. He did the Tiny Desk, right?
Yep.
And he brought out my dog, freaking Eric Bellinger and Vito, right? Which is extremely great songwriters that helped him with his career. But as recording artists themselves, Eric has a Grammy, right? So he's not scared to share the stage. I feel like if it amplifies the show, he will bring out other talent, but definitely does not need to.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, so let's do this, right? So you have Usher doing it this year. Last year was Rihanna.
Yeah.
Year before that was Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, which was incredible. In my opinion, I mean, maybe one of the top 3 performances of all time. Before that, I can't remember who was before that, but you also had Jennifer Lopez and Shakira was a big one. Before that, you had my favorite, my number 1 of all time. Go watch his back if you can.
Whitney Houston.
Nope, Prince. Whitney Houston did the national anthem. She didn't do the halftime show. Prince did the halftime show in Storming Rain, right?
Yeah.
With electric guitars and women in giant
Prince
stiletto
is a
heels,
goat.
and it was unbelievable.
He
It
probably
was
called
number
the
1.
universe down to rain.
It was incredible.
Purple Rain.
You had Beyonce's done the halftime show, Coldplay's done the halftime show, Bruno Mars done the halftime show. All these people who have done it. Where, what is your expectation for Usher with, all of these people? Where do you
Usher's
going to
be like, Usher's one of the first concerts I ever saw when I was a young kid. And I promise you, when I went to go see his residency last year,
Was it good?
it's only elevated exponentially each time, right? And he's not someone that's going to shy away from a high moment. He's not someone that even needs sound effects and auto tunes to sound good. He lives for this. God created him for this. So when he does this show, he's going to have the best stage management. He's going to have the best effects, the best everything to set up to do a great show. Choreographer, wardrobe. Yeah. This is gonna be the best show that we've ever seen.
You know who was the worst halftime show in the last 10 years?
I already know where you're going with it.
Who?
I ain't saying it. Go ahead, you say
I'll say it's The Weeknd.
Think so?
Weeknd was trash. That halftime show was garbage.
Weeknd,
it was awful.
I didn't see it, but damn, I can't see The Weeknd ever doing trash.
The Weeknd was a garbage show. Sorry, it just was. Go watch it back again. Here's the thing: my daughter loves Super Bowl halftime shows. Right? As a matter of fact, she had a major.
So you asking me? I should be asking you.
Yeah.
So you asking me, but I'm thinking like, damn, I don't fucking know.
My daughter is.
So what was the worst? Weeknd was the worst.
Weeknd was the worst.
And what was the best?
Of the last 10 years, Dr. Dre.
Dr.
Dre with Snoop was incredible. Dude, are you kidding me? They opened with Snoop and Dr. Dre. They had 50 Cent. They had Eminem. They had Mary J. Blige. Are you kidding me? It was incredible.
Just think about Dr. Dre.
You had Anderson .Paak on the back just playing the drums. That was amazing.
Hey, we were talking about this, right?
Oh
so
my God.
Dr. Dre, there's no Eminem.
A thumbs down. Are you serious right now?
No.
Oh my God.
He's trying to edge you off. He's trying to get you amped up. What I'm saying is that, but when you think about Eminem, you think about Aftermath, you think about The Game, you think about Snoop Dogg.
Sure.
Whether as an
Are you guys
artist,
joking right now? You guys didn't like that Dr. Dre.
I'm not saying Dr. Dre is my favorite recording artist, But he's responsible and he's piggybacked side by side with a Kendrick Lamar, like so many
Kendrick
people.
Lamar performed during the halftime show with
Of course.
Dr. Dre. It was amazing.
He's connected with Dr. Dre.
It was
You're not hearing what I'm
incredible.
saying. What I'm saying is that if I'm going to do a show, which actually between me and you, I was supposed to do a
so
big
mad,
show
man. I can't even
in the Middle East last year, right? 2023 for the hip hop anniversary, 50th anniversary, right? The headliner was going to be Dr. Dre. You know why?
Why?
Because there's no Eminem. There's really no NWA. You think about The Game. You think about 50 Cent. You think about Kendrick Lamar. You think about all these different people. This dude funny. You think about all these different people that are connected to Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
He is one of the biggest living figures in hip hop.
Absolutely.
Right?
Here's the deal.
Let's go.
My daughter had surgery about a year and a half ago, right?
Okay.
Major surgery. When she came out of the anesthesia and she woke up in the hospital, the first thing she wanted to do, she wanted a Super Bowl halftime show. Do you know which one she wanted?
Dr. Dre.
Rihanna.
Rihanna?
She wanted the Rihanna show. She
Hey,
loves the Rihanna.
hey, these Riri fans, they for real. Don't say nothing about Riri, because people will shoot mad face
Yeah.
towards your medulla if you try to.
That's right. I'm excited for Usher, though. I didn't know he was a
Usher-
guy, and I didn't
Usher's
know
gonna be
that
the
he
best.
fights. That's
Yeah.
incredible.
No, he's an athlete, and I feel like he is going to be. I think he will. Unfortunately for you, my dog, he will supersede the Dr. Dre and the Rihanna.
I'm
Super
okay
Bowl
with that. Look,
halftime show. He
you
will.
got to build and you get better.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying he's easily going to trounce
Even if
the
he
weekend
lost his
because that was
voice,
absolute hot
even if he
trash.
slip and fail, which he's done before, there is nothing as a performer that he would not gravitate towards. He won't instantly fake it off. There's nothing that's. Let me quit saying this, 'cause I'm gassing it up. I'm gonna fuck around and jinx my dog. Just watch it for yourself.
All right. We got more when we come back on.
Real shit, right quick.
Wipe, then fold, then wipe, flush away. With Dude Wipes, you'll have a clean but great day. Now, why do Dude Wipes clean better?
Because they're extra large?
Because they're flushable.
Because obviously, wet cleans better than dry. Let's watch. See how the wet side clears while the dry just smears.
Just like our butts. It's just like our butts!
Dude Wipes. Best clean, pants down.
Welcome back to the show.
Real shit right quick. And we want to shout out our corporate sponsors, Dude Wipes, for making sure you little dirty booty boys stay clean out there. Shout out to Dude Wipes. Make sure you guys go on snacks, huh?
Hey, in all seriousness, you're the reason I started using Dude Wipes back in the day, and they're great.
Hey, you know
It's
what?
a
I'm
genius
just trying to
idea.
tell you because
It's a
you know the
genius idea.
funny thing is they started this company. Some guys in Chicago,
Yeah.
they all said, you know what? They all came out and said, you know, we using wipes.
Yeah.
we using flushable wipes because it wasn't a manly thing.
Right.
And it's like, let's make it manly. Let's make it
Yeah.
called Dude Wipes.
Yeah.
And they went viral with it. So shout
I
out. one
bring
time
them.
for
I
them.
always bring. Whenever I travel, I just put them in my computer bag.
I got a
take
whole
them with
bag
me,
full of
you
them.
never
So
know.
I'm gonna spread the love.
Yeah, you know the worst thing when you travel is when you go to like a hotel and they cheap out on the toilet paper.
Yeah.
and then no one
They got
wants
that one ply. Nobody.
That's
fucking with
right.
the one
No,
ply.
that's why I always
I don't
bring
need
some
my
Dude Wipes with me every
index
single
knowing
time.
me like that.
Yeah,
So
100%.
yeah, I got you.
All
Dude
right,
Wipes.
all right. Now it's time for the segment on the show we like to call Crown 'em or Clown 'em. Did they deserve
Clowning
praise?
everybody today.
Yeah, really. Okay, here we go. During the NFL playoff game this weekend, Travis Kelce scored a touchdown, went over to the sidelines, looked up at the booth where his girlfriend Taylor Swift was sitting, and did the heart thing to her, like, hey.
Fuck that.
Some people are saying that was corny. Other people are saying, oh, look at him. He's like, what a romantic
they're in
man.
love. See, I told you he really loves her.
So we crowning
Because
him,
we
or
see
you clowning
what
him?
the- I hate when people be like, I know he really lives. I'm clowning them.
Really?
Because guess what?
What?
I had your back the other fucking week, my dog, when I said, nah, iron sharpen iron. She got you fucking more focused. Now you doing this type shit in between. Nah, dog. Clown ya.
I like it. I'm gonna crown him for it. I'm gonna say, look, he's getting.
This motherfucker.
Dude, you know what
just
they
trying
did?
to go opposite me today.
Do you know what they did in Buffalo?
You not crowning this motherfucker for that.
Do you know what they did in Buffalo? They had a whole campaign. They were trying to make Taylor Swift cry. They were making pictures. They were holding up like signs in the
So?
stand. They were trying to make her feel bad. She's just the girlfriend, and they were trying to like attack her. So like
They're
when you're
going
Travis
to
Kelce,
do that because
and
they
you're
wanna win the game.
You're in enemy territory, and you score a touchdown, and you give her the sign. You're like, look, screw these people. Love to you. I like it. Crown him, king of love. You hate it.
I know you don't fucking like that. So I'm not going to go there with you.
All right, new question. All right,
right,
next
let's do
topic.
it.
Next topic. At the UFC 297 pay-per-view this past weekend, they surprised Frankie Edgar, and they announced that he is going to be inducted to the Hall of Fame. Great fighter, great dude. There are some people who, there's always somebody out there that's
Everybody
like,
can sit on the fuck down with any criticism. I'm going to tell you right now, when I started the sport of mixed martial arts, I knew Frankie Edgar because he wrestled at Clarion, I believe. And he never was an All-American, but he had a motor, he had a gas tank, and he was a fucking worker. And I started training Michael Chandler. Michael Chandler was a freshman in college, and I basically took him under my wing and showed him how to wrestle. I said, Michael, look at this guy, Frankie Edgar. Look at his style. Start modeling the way you train after him, because his gas tank and the way that he attacks a fight is the best way for his body type, and you have a similar body type and a similar work ethic, right?
Yeah.
He went on to win world championships time and time again. He's never gave us a bad fight. He's never had an off night where he didn't bring it. Win, lose, or draw, he's always brought the noise. My first ever UFC fight card, UFC 156, right? Fought against Jay Heron. It was on the Frankie Edgar versus Joe De Aldo card. So multiple divisions. He was a champion at 55, which he should have never been at. He was tiny for the weight class. So to be able to maintain that mental toughness, Frankie Edgar, I want to say shout out to you, my dog. You deserve it. You
Double
earned
crown.
it.
Double crown.
And you get a triple crown from me.
Let me ask you a question. What's your favorite? Okay, two questions. The most important Frankie Edgar fight and your favorite Frankie Edgar fight. Because I think the most important is BJ Penn, right?
I think the most important is the Gray Maynard's fights. Because he had to fight him again, and it's already hard enough to hit a power puncher that was a multiple-time All-American from Michigan State. And to beat somebody twice in rematches, which I've done, is very difficult. Because now, watching film of them fighting somebody else or listening in or hearing the training stuff is different. But when you get in there, it's always different. Now, when you fight them, you got real footage to break down how you did against them, and you can make real corrections. So I feel like that was a big fight for him when he basically broke out and we started recognizing that he was going to be around for a while.
Right. That's all. Dude, shout out to you.
Yeah. Shout out to Frankie Edgar.
And also, like, one of the nicest guys in MMA.
Yeah, man. I love Frankie Edgar, man. I've never had a bad moment around him. I love his accent. You know what I mean? He's real East Coast for real. And man, he bring the noise. So
and also, he helped bring MMA to New York. He was part of the group with him and Chris Weidman. They went in there and they were there with talking to state officials trying to get it regulated.
Right. Yeah.
So shout out. Not just a great fighter, not just a great person, but really important in the growth of the sport, man.
Yeah, that's a good point. I never thought about it that way. Yeah, for sure. One time for my dog, Frankie Edgar.
All right, man, that's going to do it for us here at
Real Shit Right Quick.
We'll have more great stuff for you next week, man. Thanks for watching.
Let's go big. Let's go big. Let's go big. Let's go big. I got hop in a car with no roof.